Welcome back, Oklahoma. It is 9:13 here on your Tuesday. So over the past 3 decades, truly incredible advancements have been made for those diagnosed with HIV. Thanks to research and treatments, many people living with the disease can expect to live a long and fulfilling life. And a new grant awarded to the Oklahoma Medical Research Foundation hopes to continue this increase in quality of life. So here with me today is the scientist behind it all, Dr. Jassim Ahmed. Dr. Ahmed, welcome in. Great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to hear about this really incredible work that y'all are doing. So first, let's take it back a little bit, though, and talk about the past 3 decades and how incredible these advancements have been in the fight against HIV. Talk to me about what's been done.
Well, 30 years ago, HIV was a death sentence. Now, because of the science breakthroughs, people are living close to the normal individuals, because there are about 32 antiretroviral drugs or therapy, what we call ART or ARVs. The bad news is that they have to take those drugs lifelong. And there are some toxicities with certain types of drugs, especially the protease inhibitor class of drugs. Those are associated with cardiovascular disease. In fact, a recent study found that sudden death is 4 times higher than normal individuals without HIV. And autopsies have revealed cardiac fibrosis, a plausible cause for sudden death. So our hypothesis is that ART increases the risk of cardiac fibrosis by activating platelets to release TGF-beta, which is a pro-fibrotic cytokine that can induce cardiac fibrosis.
So this is where the grant money that you've received, $2.7 million, that will go towards your work on developing this. So talk to me a little bit more about what that money will be used for.
So exactly. So basically, we will test that hypothesis by screening all the drugs available in the market. There are different classes of drugs. Those are taken individually and also in combination as a cocktail with 1 or 2 or 3 drugs together. So we're going to test them individually as well as in combination to see which one activates platelets to release TGF-beta. And then we will test those drugs in animal models of HIV to see which one causes cardiac fibrosis.
What's the outcome here? What are you hoping to gain from some of your research?
Well, that's a great question. So we also would like to explore the mitigation strategies to see whether we could use an antiplatelets or anti-TGF-beta along with antifibrotic agents such as pirfenidone, whether we could prevent cardiac fibrosis, which would eventually lay the foundation to future development of therapies that will prevent cardiac fibrosis, sudden death, and of course improve the quality of life in people living with HIV.
How long do you think? What's the timeline here? You've been working on this for 7 years already, you told me, right?
Yes. So there could be different timelines. We could use some of those drugs already in the market that could inhibit TGF-beta. There are antiplatelets that could already approved for other disease, so that could be faster. And if you have to get a new molecule that will inhibit TGF-beta, that would get longer time. So, but this is beginning. We are starting to understand the mechanism, whether which drugs causing, or we may find a drug, antiretroviral drugs, that doesn't cause fibrosis, and that can be used. So.
Okay, this is revolutionary stuff, Dr. Ahmed. Thank you so much for coming on today and giving us this overview. You are always incredible work with OMRF. Every time you guys come on, we learn something new. So we really appreciate your time today.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Okay, absolutely.